desire in my heart to really live a life of freedom, of unlimited potential. I got into this space not knowing anything about foreign exchange, not knowing anything about cryptocurrency. And to be honest with you, I didn't know many people who knew about this conversation. But by the grace of God, I still moved in. And when I moved into this space, I didn't move in and say, I'm about to be this eloquent educator and I'm about to do all of these wonderful, vast things. No, I just wanted to pay the bills. I need to know who's on the line tonight that may be on this call because you just need an extra resource coming in, some more money coming in just to pay the bills. That's how small I thought this opportunity was. That's how small my mind was thinking at the time. I didn't realize that God was positioning us to be future billionaires. I didn't realize that you were going to have people like Elon Musk and Apple and Twitter and governors of states that were going to get involved into something after we were already involved for many, many years. I didn't realize that we were becoming category creators for the new ways that people were going to do money. So what it required of me was a few things. For number one, I had to be obedient to what I didn't understand. Some of you are here tonight to get a better understanding, and you may feel like, depending on the level of your understanding, if that's going to be interchangeable with the decision that you make. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's like wanting to understand all the intricate details about the internet in 1998. We're still early in the game if you got Twitter that's just not preparing to get on. We're still early in the game if you got Apple that's just not preparing to get on. We're still early in the game if you got the richest, wealthiest person in the world that just not got on this month. We're still early in the game. So it's not your business. Listen to me right now. It's not your business to understand everything about what's happening right now. Your business is whether or not you're left out. Your business is whether or not your last name, those that are connected to you, whether or not they're going to have access into this space because of the decision that you make today. It's not about saying, listen, I want to be a doctor, but before I be a doctor, I want to learn everything first. We got to get out of our head with that type of narrative and that type of conversation. We got to get out of our head with thinking that we're supposed to understand everything first. So what I'm going to do tonight, before I share the information with you, I got to prepare your mind. What I'm doing right now is preparing your mind for the seeds that are going to be planted in your mind and uprooting some of those thoughts that have blocked you thus far. There are some people that have been blocked thus far for moving into a new financial reality because of the stories that you keep telling yourself in your head. Meanwhile, your family could have been generating wealth by just taking action. You're going to learn along the way, just like you would if you went to school to become an attorney. You don't know how to be an attorney when you first go to school. That's why you go to school to learn. You don't know how to maximize this space when you first get started. That's why you get started. And so when I said yes 5 years ago, it didn't look nothing like it look now. We make it look all pretty now. When I show you the system, you got so much social proof now. You don't really need no convincing when you got the major players already doing it. You got Bitcoin ATM machines that's popping up everywhere. When I started, there was none of that. There was no social proof. There was nobody doing this. And when I went and talked to people about it, they thought I was talking to them like I was like, what are you talking about? As if I was speaking another language. But you are here, I believe, tonight because you want something. You want something different from what you have. You want to have freedom in your time. You want to do what you want, when you want, and how you want with no limitations. You need money for that. Drop sevens in the chat right now if you know that you need money to do what you want, when you want, and how you want to do it. You need money for that, to choose what schools you're going to send your children to. You need money to choose what food you're going to eat. You need money to choose what vacations you're going to take. So as much as this is about foreign exchange and cryptocurrency and all of these wonderful terms, this is really about freedom. This is about whether or not you participate in the wealth transfer that you living in. We living in the wealth transfer right now, guys. Y'all can't see it. Can you not see that the dollar, if they're preparing to print out trillions more of the dollar? What happens when something is in high circulation? It's devalued. So what we're talking about is, are you in position? Are you ready? And do you have a wealth portfolio that's prepared for the future? Or are you only holding on to antiquated dollars? that's going to be worth less next year? Or have you positioned yourself to benefit off of the excitement of why we're excited about Bitcoin going to 60,000, then 70,000, then 100,000, then 200,000? What is that going to mean to you when you see those posts on your social media? Are you going to still be just scratching your head like, I don't know what they're doing? Or are you going to push in and tap in and say, wait a minute, it's something going on here. Let me get in position so when those posts come up, I'm excited with them because the wealth of my family is growing. So guys, I got into this space. I didn't know much. I started investing into Bitcoin specifically in 2019 when it was $3,500 a coin. And I started investing literally every single week. I just put it on autosave because I knew I wouldn't remember. So I automatically just put it on autosave, and every single week I invested something. Guys, you don't have to invest a lot. Bitcoin, let me share with you what the current price of Bitcoin is right now, but you don't need a whole Bitcoin to win. You don't need a whole Bitcoin to win inside of this space, y'all. All you need to do is be in a position that's going to allow you to maximize what we have by just getting something. Can you guys not see my screen? Hold on one second. You should be able to see it now. Can you see my screen? What are you guys seeing on the screen? Can I see it? Okay, perfect. Somebody's unmuted. If you could, Carl, get that for me. Thank you so much. Because I don't want to have to control that part. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen now. What you're looking at right now on the screen is the current price of Bitcoin. And so many people have thought, I don't have 50,000, so you automatically walk away. We're in a season where you're going to have to start asking the right questions. You're going to have to start asking the right questions to the right people. You're going to have to start asking the right questions to the right people so that you are not left out of this conversation. And the conversation that's happening right now is really very simple. It's just that it's new. Somebody say this simple is just new. Somebody say this is simple, it's just new. This is simple, but it's just new. It's just new. Right now, Bitcoin is $50,000 for one whole coin, but most people are not purchasing a coin. You could put $5 in to Bitcoin and you can have a fraction of the Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin goes to 60,000, your wealth has grown more in cryptocurrency than it would have grown in your bank. That is the simple scenario of what we're doing. How many of you are saving money right now? How many of you are saving money right now in your bank? Right? You're saving your money. If you're saving your fiat currency, right, that is already losing its value, then next year you can guarantee that it's going to be worth less. So Bitcoin is $50,000 today. It could be 52 tomorrow. It can be 48 tomorrow. When it goes down, it means it's on sale and we get excited. When it goes up, it means our wealth is growing and we get excited. So we get excited on both sides because we have the education to understand the power of this market. So we're not uncomfortable saying that Bitcoin is crashing because we know that the market has fluctuations and the market is supposed to fluctuate. It fluctuates up and it fluctuates down. And what we teach you inside of this Rich University community, a company that God gave me the vision for 7 years ago, we teach you these strategies so that you can benefit off of the things that you would not ordinarily know. So you have access to a loving community that when you get started, guess what we expect? We expect that you know nothing. When you get started, guess what we expect? We expect that you assume that it's going to take a lot of time. When you get started, we know that you probably think that this is so hard. So guess what we're prepared to do? We are prepared to remove all of that anxiety from you, show you what our loving community is going to provide to you so that when you do begin to learn this, you're in the winning state of mind. Listen, we want to put some money in your pocket before you even learn anything. Because what we've discovered is that when you're in a winning state of mind already, you tend to do better long term. So we want to show you how to earn while you are learning in this process. So right now, Bitcoin is $50,000. But the reason that we don't care if it goes up and down in a short-term time is because we know over a course of time, over a course of the next few weeks, over a course of the next few months, over a course of the next few years, we're expecting for Bitcoin to surpass $300,000 by December of 2021. That's powerful. What is cryptocurrency? What is Bitcoin? It's a digital asset. It's the future of money. Everything else that we do is digital except for our money. Now we put you in a position to have digital money. No need for paper currency, fiat currency. And because of the beautiful complexity of this digital currency, guys, it keeps us safe. Bitcoin specifically is the people's currency, is a hedge of protection against inflation. So what does this mean? When the dollar is going down, it makes Bitcoin more attractive. And you can guarantee that the dollar is going down. It's been going down for nearly 100 years. Your $100 bill is worth about $3.21. That's how much it's worth. But you thinking to yourself, what do you mean it's worth $3.21? I'm still physically holding a $100 bill. Yeah, you holding a piece of paper in your hand that's worth less and less and less every year. Inflation is about 11% a year. That means if you are not growing your money at least 12%, you're already in the deficit. So what we're showing you right here at the top, when you look at the current rate that Bitcoin is growing at, Ethereum is growing at, XRP, Stellar, Cardano is growing at, you're seeing increase, guys. The possibility for increase on your US dollar is not going to happen. So if you have an opportunity to get in now at 50,000 and by the end of the year is at 300,000, look at how your wealth has grown. There's a lot of investors that wasn't excited about cryptocurrency. There's a lot of bankers that wasn't excited about cryptocurrency. There's a lot of commentators that's in relationship with the investors and bankers that wasn't excited about cryptocurrency. Why? Because it made them irrelevant. If your investors who's currently operating and handling your current investment account is getting you 12 to 15% a year, and you have the potential to get 12 to 15, even if it was only 1.5%, which is what Bitcoin grew today, even if you only got 1.5% a day, you would outbeat your financial advisor every day of the week. Because most of you, go look at your portfolios. How much are they growing? Go look at your retirement portfolios. How much are they growing? Now we put you in the driver's seat. You never have to give us a dime, but we put you in the driver's seat to win. We put you in the driver's seat to grow your money. We put you in the driver's seat to learn the skill. This is why I'm so adamant about not giving anybody your money. People reach out to me all the time for, number one, for all of these fake accounts. By the way, if anybody reaches out to you pretending to be China, I only have one account, it's not mine. This is why you don't need anybody to grow your money for you, because we educate you. It's so simple that you're literally in the beginning copying and pasting experts, helping you to build your confidence about this world that we know you know nothing about. And as you're building your confidence and growing your money, guess what happens? You become curious and you want to know how the heck did I just take 20 cents and grow 20 cents to $50? And because you become curious about that and you're excited that you still made the $20 from the 20 cents, guess what happens to you? You become open to learning something that you were closed to before because you assumed it was hard. Guys, the truth of the matter is this world is happening whether you get in on it or not. The problem is supply and demand for you, for our community. My heart is for women of color. It's for minorities to not be left out of this wealth conversation. But the challenge about that is you got to be quick to move. Why? Because your sense of urgency is connected to the supply and demand. Well, what do you mean? There's only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be created. Take notes, copious. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be created. How many do you have? Do you have a percentage of one, a Satoshi? Do you have any other cryptocurrency like Ethereum before that goes through the roof? Do you have any Stellar Lumen? Do you have any of this, or do you not know anything? Because if you leave this call after learning this information and then next week you still don't have anything, you got to be accountable for that. So if there's only 21 million Bitcoin that's going to be created, 19 million of them are basically already accounted for. You got 2 million left. And now the big boys are just coming in. Wait a minute. So before the big boys entered the scene, your Apples, your Twitters, your Teslas with Elon Musk, your governments, your banking, before they even entered, 18.5 million was already gone. Yes. Before your micro strategies, wait a minute now. So what's left for the everyday person? Because they can go and buy up billions. What are you in a position to do? Are you going to wait for it to be gone? And then you see Bitcoin rise to $1 million a coin, if you would have had just a percentage of $1 million, wouldn't your family be better off? If what I'm saying is making sense to you, go ahead and put sevens in the chat, because on this session, what I like to do before we really get into the nuts and bolts is I like to make sure that there's an understanding happening in your mind, that the conversation is reaching you at a point of you being able to make a decision, because you realize that it's not about you understanding everything about cryptocurrency. It's about you understanding that you cannot afford to be left out of the conversation. So what we're going to teach you is how to gain this in baby steps. We're going to teach you what some of the terminology is so that you can start to feel sophisticated when you're having these crypto conversations, right? So you can start to be able to hang with the big boys when we start talking the talk that sound like Martian talk right now. So when you start to see tweets come out and everybody responding a certain way and you don't really know why they're responding that way, you have a better understanding of that. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch a quick video. And this video is going to help you to understand why I'm so passionate about what it is that we're doing for women of color and minorities specifically, because we're not in this video. We're not involved in this conversation. We're not a part of this right here, right? So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Hopefully you can see this, and I'm going to play this video. I'm going to play this video for you guys to see the top 10 richest people in cryptocurrency. And I want to know, how eager are you to change this narrative? Look at the money that they're making. Look at what they look like and see if you can identify.
Isn't it interesting how much money everyone has? Nowadays in the crypto world where everything is anonymous and no IRS to look into you, it's getting hard to tell. But recently, Forbes unveiled the first list of crypto fat cats. Let's take a look. 10 major cryptocurrency owners and how much they're worth. We're starting our leaderboard with Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz. He's known as Wall Street's king of Bitcoin. His estimated current crypto worth is around $700 million to $1 billion. Ninth place. At ninth place is chairman of the Bitcoin Foundation and advisor at Block One, Brock Pierce. At 37 years old, his net worth is at about $700 million to $1 billion. Eighth place. At eighth place is Anthony D'Iorio, co-founder of Ethereum, founder of Jax and Decentral. He has about $750 million to $1 billion in his wallets. He's financially helped the Ether project at very early stages, and later also hired the new law firm, which helped bring Ethereum to life. Seventh place. Seventh place is held by co-founder of Tally Capital, Matthew Rozak. He started out as a tech entrepreneur, but in 2013, he started investing in ICOs of new cryptocurrencies. His worth is estimated at around $900 million to $1 billion. Sixth place. At sixth place is Brian Armstrong. In 2012, when he was just 29, he created the largest and most popular cryptocurrency exchange called Coinbase. His worth is about the same as the guy right behind him, estimated at $900 million to $1 billion. Fifth place, Matthew Mellon, a private investor, the heir to one of the largest banking portfolios in the USA. There are rumors he has a history of drug abuse. So when his family heard about his enthusiasm for cryptocurrencies, they decided it's just another bad habit and made him sell all his Bitcoins. However, later he switched to XRP and invested $2 million. Now he's worth about $900 million to $1 billion. Not bad for a supposed drug addict. Fourth place. In fourth place, the Winklevoss Twins. After successfully suing Mark Zuckerberg for $65 million in 2004, they started investing in Bitcoin almost from its first days. Allegedly, they invested around $11 million, and by 2013, claimed to have a total of 1% of all Bitcoins in circulation. Their estimated worth, $900 million to $1.1 billion. The last of the top three, Changpeng Zhao, founder and CEO of Binance Cryptocurrency Exchange, which in just 180 days became the world's largest platform for trading digital currencies. Yeah, his net worth is estimated from $1.1 to $2 billion. Second place. Our runner-up is Ethereum co-founder and founder of a blockchain company called Consensus. He also used to run a private wealth management division. His name is Joseph Lubin. His Forbes estimated worth is pretty broad, from around $1 billion to up to $5 billion. But the guy is a cryptocurrency billionaire. That we know for sure. And finally, first place, our leader and founder and former CEO of Ripple Labs, Chris Larson. He has a 5.2 billion XRP, so Forbes says this makes him worth about $7 to $8 billion. But since January, the value of all cryptocurrencies took a sudden nosedive. It's probably more like $4 billion now. Still good enough for a firm first place. Curiously enough, Ethereum's main visionary, Vitalik Buterin, fell short of his Ethereum partners. His net worth is only around $400 to $500 million. So now you know who's backing all your new projects, or who you might want to approach at a cryptocurrency conference and invite for a couple drinks later. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel.
So, ladies and gentlemen, shall we proceed? So when we talking to China, we talking about big numbers, big money, big opportunities, and generating a whole lot of wealth. One of my personal goals is to be a young billionaire. And I'm grateful that God took us right where we needed to be to make that happen. I don't know what your goals are, what your aspirations are, and what your plans are once you achieve those goals. But what I do know is that you're sitting right now in the middle of the largest wealth transfer of our time. What I want you to pay attention to about that video is every single person that was on there was a business owner. I didn't see not one person on there that only had a customer mindset. They were able to move into an opportunity to create something that there was a need for. And because of them doing that, they are now the top 10 richest people in the world. Their portfolio has grown significantly since then, because about at this time, Bitcoin was probably about $10,000 a coin. We're at 50,000. That's significant, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to have your business caps on tonight, not just a consumer. Here's why I'm so adamant about women of color and minorities. For so long, we've been consuming everything. Consumption. We're great customers. We help to move all kinds of markets. We spend our buying power and our spending is at an all-time high. Meanwhile, the wealth accumulation and how long money stays inside of our community is basically non-existent. There is no cyclical cycle amongst the African-American community. When are we going to change that narrative? I say now. I say we change that narrative now. So what does this mean for you? When you come on board, you need to be thinking like a boss. Somebody put boss in the chat. Your children are watching you. Don't you want them to have A's in school? Don't you want them to be valedictorian? Don't you want them to do the best that they can do? But what if they gave us a report card? How would they grade you? Would they say, Mom, sometimes you just play it small a lot. I notice you shrink when opportunities come. And it doesn't matter what your personality is like. Everybody has a gift and a way that they can make impact in this world. How are you going to make impact for your name and your legacy and your last name, right? So what I want to show you quickly, and then we're going to go into what we provide. I want to show you, for those of you, anybody have ever wanted to be a business owner, just put ones in the chat. If you've ever had a desire to be a business owner, put ones in the chat. Because I know when I talk about cryptocurrency and foreign exchange, none of you even knew what that was. So that's new. But how many of you always wanted to be a business owner? I just want to ask for that because I want to share something with you really quick. And we're going to get into the product. But if you've ever wanted to be a business owner, I'm just curious in knowing who you are, because many of us have wanted to be business owners. Many of us have wanted to have franchises. Many of us probably wanted to get a McDonald's franchise or a Starbucks franchise. But guess what? Getting those franchises meant that we needed a lot of money to come out the gate with, right? We needed a lot of money coming out the gate to get those franchises. What if you had access to a micro franchise and you could be like some of the guys on the list, but you didn't have to manufacture the product? What if you had access to tools and software and resources that would allow you to be a business owner like every single person you just saw on the screen? Every single one of them had a business that's relevant for today's time. And because of that, and they got customers to come and consume their product, they are now making a lot of money. I want to show you something that your school system did not want you to know. So that made you a little bit intimidated about this industry that I'm going to share with you. But this industry gives you access to having a micro franchise of products, tools, and services, which is education about the largest markets in the world. And when you share with other people, why do I start here for people that's in my community? Because I know most people, the reason that they're not investing is because they didn't have the money to invest. The reason that they're not investing is because they didn't have the money to invest. So what that means is we got to get the cash flow problem out of the way. You need money to invest, guys. You want to be an investor? Yes, you can save $5 a week, $10 a week, $50 a week in cryptocurrency. But some people, to save $10 a week, $50 a week, that means $200 that they might not have. How many people would agree? How many people are in need of more money? Put sevens in the chat. You're in need of more money. Drop your favorite emoji in the chat. You're in need of more money. Why? Because the cost of living is going up. And with the way things are going, you don't know what's next. Look what just happened in Houston. People needed money. And honestly, that situation was so bizarre. How many people could have possibly been prepared for that? Nobody was prepared for that. But the people who didn't have any money were in a worse situation than those that were. So what I'm saying to you right now is I want you to write at the top of your paper, for those of you who are taking notes, in 2021, I will have an open mind to every opportunity that will bless my family's bloodline. I will have an open mind to every opportunity that will bless my family's bloodline. You got to be open to what could get you where you need to be. So what does this show you? This shows you how you could actually be a promoter of our system and get paid. Because let me tell you something. When I show you what we got, you're going to be excited to promote it. Why? Because it works. Why? Because over 400,000 people are already winning with it. Why? Because we have 18 attorneys that's governing it. Why? Because we have people like Bob Proctor and Floyd Mayweather and many celebrities who are on the platform and who bring credibility. So when they say that they're going to research it, they really mean that they're going to hire their attorneys to research it. So that's something that you could stand by and you didn't have to manufacture it yourself. The mere fact that this company is willing to pay you and give you an opportunity to promote it is powerful. So when you refer 3 people to hop on a call like this, we actually start to pay you. Why? Because you need cash flow. Everybody wants more cash flow. When those 3 people grow to 12, we pay you $600 a month in residual income. You're making $150 just from having access. Somebody say access. You're getting paid to have access. You could put a link in your bio. Guys, it's 2021. What link is in your bio? If I'm on social media and I like your page and I like your vibe, how can I do business with you? How can I have some type of a digital transaction with you? What ways can I work with you further? Everybody needs a link in their bio. So now when your 12 grows to 30, guess what? You're making $1,000 a month. Why? Because you were good at inviting. Some of you are really good at inviting. You invite people to businesses all the time. You just don't get paid. Now I need you to be very comfortable with getting paid for it. When your 30 grows to 75, you're making $2,000 a month in residual income, but we want to pay you that every single Friday, $500 a week. When that 75 grows to 225, you're making $5,000 a month in residual income. You know, there's somebody salary who went and got a degree and now they're stuck in some student loan debt. Let's put it in perspective, guys. When the 225 grows to 500, congratulations, you just hit chairman in our company, a significant role, a significant position where you're making $10,000 a month. The current vehicle that you're in right now, if it doesn't put you in that position, I need you to be open-minded to what we have here. So now let's get into the product. Now I showed you an opportunity of a lifetime. Why? Because if I'm going to show you the video, of all of these people that's on this video that's making all of this money, then dog, how are they able to make money like that? You know, they were business owners. They wasn't customers that made that kind of money. They were business owners. So now I want to show you what we provide to you, what you would be promoting for those of you who are business minded that put B's in the chat that's ready to boss up. You have access to a state-of-the-art back office. State-of-the-art, guys. State-of-the-art with multi-million-dollar banking software. Now we're talking about DCX tonight, right? So let me show you the academies that you're going to have access to. You go to the left tab here, you click academies, and it shows you all of the wonderful academies that you would have access to. So the academies that you have access to here, we're going to focus on DCX, is the DCX Academy, but we also have more, foreign exchange, HFX, ECX, but the DCX Academy is allowing you an opportunity to learn everything that you need to know about cryptocurrency. It's allowing you to understand things in real time about cryptocurrency. When you go over to go live, and this is multiple different videos provided to you here. You got multiple videos here that's teaching you everything that you need to know about this world of cryptocurrency in real time. Okay. These videos are absolutely amazing. It tells you what is digital currency. It tells you everything that you need to know from the basic levels to advanced of what this space is about. But we also give you Go Live, and Go Live is live educators. Now, this is when it gets really fancy. Just imagine, instead of watching Netflix, you get to come back here, select your language. We have multiple different languages to select from. You select your language, and now you get to select the DCX Academy, which is right here. And it takes you to all of the educators, right? Guys, we have over 100 educators that are teaching this to you in real time. So it doesn't matter what time zone you're on. So if you decided to come back here and go to my brother Curtis Cobain, you wanted to know what coins you should get, what altcoins you should get, when you should get them, you know, when you should enter the market, when you should exit the market, all of those things. Actually, this is going on live right now. You come back here, you press play.
Yeah, for most people, I know Picasso likes to use Offspray, and I've seen other people use KOT. I think those two are really good, and I just say making it.
I got a lot of windows open, so it might be buffering a little bit, but guess what, guys? Guess what? This is happening live in real time. So if you had access to Curtis Cobain right now, you'll be on a session with him live in real time in the market, making money with him inside of the market. He's telling you what he sees happening in the market. He's telling you what exchanges you should be trading on. He's showing you how to protect yourself in the market. He's educating you about all the major players who just entered the market and why it's causing the price to go up or down. You need inside information. You don't need to go Google something. Because what are you going to Google? You don't even know the questions to ask. So you need a safe environment that's going to teach you with the curriculum what you need to know, because we don't have time, y'all. We got to get to the point of success. We got to get to the point where we accomplishing our goals, right? So that we're not left out of this conversation. So once again, this is happening right now, live on Go Live. We have other educators as well here. So let's just say you wanted to hop on. He just mentioned Crypto Picasso. You wanted to hop on with Crypto Picasso. Crypto Picasso is the person that's giving us all of these swipe coins. Oh my goodness. He has swipe coin alerts that's coming out. They are absolutely just amazing. I'm gonna just press play here. I'm gonna forward it, fast forward it a little bit to give you an idea why we're so excited about what's going on with swipe coin. Just drop fives in the chat. Now I know when you see this stuff, you might feel a little intimidated.
Relatively the same as far as how this thing is.
You might feel a little intimidated when you see this, but guess what? You don't have to be the one to do this. But if you wanted to learn this yourself and you hop in this session, before you know it, you can actually understand what you're looking at. But guess what he's doing? Once he gets the answers, he's sending it to us on an app called Swipe Coin. Go ahead and download Swipe Coin right now to your phone. Download Swipe Coin. Is in all of your stores, your Apple store, your Google store. Download that app right now. They send you trade ideas that all you have to do is take 2 minutes and copy and paste it. I'm a busy mom. I'm on the go. I'm operating multiple 7-figure businesses. I have a husband, a 20-year-old daughter, small kids. Guys, I'm not looking at charts, lines, and graphs 24/7 of my day. But guess what? I'm benefiting off the market. My money is actually growing while I'm speaking to you right now because Crypto Picasso decided to send us a trade alert last night. And I'm still in the trade and my money is making money for me. My money works for me. I don't work for it. That's a mindset shift that has to happen. So what are we saying? This is what you have access to: live education inside the market in real time with multiple different educators, as well as, that's not it, guys. Not only do you have access to that, I mentioned to you guys Bob Proctor. If you know who Bob Proctor is, then you know this man is not going to align himself with a company that's not credible. He has attorneys that's going to vet it out because of what his name represents. So you have to think to yourself, wait a minute, I need to be in alignment with people who are already where I want to be. People who have something to lose on their name, because he can't just tie his name to anything. You have access to the MMX Academy. This mindset mastery. Why? Because wealth is not just the financial component of it. It's really your mindset, right? So we want to help you there, but that's not it, guys. Let me show you what else we provide you. We give you access also to the strategies. This is the part that's so powerful. The strategies, guys. When you have access to our strategies, now this is the tools and resources, the multi-million-dollar banking software that we give you. So you have access to the Swipe Coin Scalper. The Scalper is amazing. I know Davinia is always talking about the Scalper. She's making a lot of money with this. She's trained you on how to use the Scalper, and it just tells you when to buy and when to sell. What? Yes, it tells you when to buy and when to sell, guys. It tells you the currency pair. This is Bitcoin against the US dollar. It's on a 15-minute time frame. I don't have the time to teach you how to use this, but it's showing us what the market could potentially do. So guess what? We're not having to figure that out. We have tools and resources that's helping us to win inside of this space. So when I tell you what we're doing, and you want to go real deep market geometry, you really want to get in there and learn this stuff, you really want to be taught how to do these things, we got all of that for you. But if you're a busy mom that's on the go like me and you just want an app that's going to tell you the answer, listen, y'all do the work, just tell me the answer, then guess what? You want Swipecoin. And what Swipecoin is going to do is, this is the app that you're going to download right here. It's going to just text you the answer. And it's going to say, buy Bitcoin here. It's going to tell you where to take your profit, where to enter it at. And you get to set it and freaking go live your life. I like that. I like that part of it. I like that I can still go and have the freedom that I need. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of a tour of this back office to give you guys an experience of what you would get when you have access. So not only do you have access to a loving community here with Rich University, you have access to multi-million-dollar banking software like the tools that I just showed you. You have access to simple to use apps that allow you in real time to be able to get real alerts. You have access to over 100 educators that are teaching you in the market. So they're looking at the market right away. Listen, we make moves before the news. We're already in the trade before the news hit. How many people want to be in that position? So whether you want to really go full out and learn everything that you need to learn about the market, about the charts, about the candlesticks, about moving averages and indicators, or whether you just want to make money by taking advantage of the Swipecoin alerts that we send you out, or whether you just really want to be in a community with accountability that's going to keep you striving for your goals, we provide that to you here. Now, I know by now you're probably wondering, well, how much does something like this cost? Because it got to be expensive, because you know how much you pay for your traditional education. Just drop some numbers in the chat. I'm interested in seeing how much did you pay for your degree? Because we have people that are making a lot of money. In fact, do we have at least 3 testimonies really quick? I want it to be really, really quick on whether or not you knew anything about this world of cryptocurrency before you got started. What was your largest day, or what you started with, or whatever your result is, because we got to talk to people at a level that they can understand. Or what were you able to pay off? What were you able to do? What is the result that you were able to get from learning and applying yourself inside this space? I believe that the feature is turned off of you being able to just unmute. So if you raise your hand, we will be able to go ahead and unmute you so that we can hear from you. Raise your hand quickly. What has your testimony been? Guys, let me tell you something. When you have your first $1,000 day, hey, Evelyn, I think you're unmuted right now. It changes your whole life, and it's just up from there. So go right ahead. Hey, Evelyn, go right ahead with your testimony. I think you muted back.
Hey, Dr. China, this is Carl. I don't know if I can you hear me?
I can hear you good. And then Evelyn can come back in if she like. Hey, Carl, go right ahead.
Oh, yes. Guys, put some subs in the chat for Dr. China. This has been an amazing call. Actually, about a month ago, I took a swipe. I really love the Swipecoin feature because it actually allows me to run my business. I'm able to take the alerts from the educators, and I'm able to profit. One of my biggest trades with Crypto Picasso was $180. And it's crazy because when I put the trade in, I didn't even realize how quick it was going to hit the take profit. I literally put the entry, like you said, Dr. China, Crypto Picasso, he sends the alert through Swipecoin. They're giving y'all free game. Hope everybody download a Swipecoin. Hope everybody download a Swipecoin. All right. Now, when I put it in my phone, literally within 2 minutes, now past profits don't guarantee future returns, made $180. Right. Game changer.
That's a nice 2-minute situation right there.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. China, for the opportunity. So
absolutely. I love it. Dimitri, I see that your hand is raised. We're unmuting you right now. The testimonies, I'm definitely here for the testimonies. And sometimes I forget, but the testimonies are powerful. We'll do Dimitri, and then we're coming to you, Evelyn. Come on in, Demetria.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. I am so excited about Swipecoin, and Pastor Carl just speaking just then just kind of stirred me up because I'm still kind of new to this space.
How long have you been in?
But after being in for about 3 weeks,
okay,
I went live in my account for the first time, and I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just, copying and pasting, just doing what I do from the Swipecoin notification, and I some kind of way made four figures that night. And then And then the next weekend,
wow.
I studied a little bit more on that swipe coin scalper. Not just the swipe coin, but the scalper in the swipe coin. And I love that thing so much because in 15 minutes, scalping, y'all, if you don't know, is when you just go in the market and come out of the market with the bag. And so I went in the market and came out of the market with $522. And that in 15 minutes, that thing, the chart is on a 15-minute chart cycle, and in that 15 minutes, Bitcoin moved so fast, it got me over $500.
Wow. So first of all, Dimitri, I want to say congratulations. I know that you have not been in this space that long to come in and just be coachable, using the product Swipe Coin, but then also learning. So what she's saying to you guys is not only is she now just copying and pasting, she was able to learn how to use the tool that you're looking at. And sometimes when you see this tool, you're thinking to yourself, that looks really intimidating. I don't know if I'm going to be able to learn how to use it. But in 15 minutes, as you heard, she was able to get a whole bag out of the market. So it's telling you when to buy, it's telling you when to sell, and all you need is some basic information to learn how to successfully use this tool. Demetria, congratulations. I love new stories because I believe it speaks to the masses of people who probably think that they need years of experience before they can be profitable. I love it. All right, we have Evelyn. Come on in. You should be able to unmute. Let's just see. Go ahead, Evelyn. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Evelyn.
All right. Yeah, now we got it. Hi, Dr. China. This is Evelyn calling in from New York.
Hey.
To the guest on the call. This is such an amazing call. So right quick. So we're gonna switch it to a younger role. So I have an 18 that's now 19. And I spoke to you, Dr. China, about my son going to college. He goes to a very expensive college here in upstate New York. And I told him I could get you through your first year, but if you wanted to continue, you would have to learn how to trade. And what I didn't want for Jay is for him to graduate and be in college debt. And so by him knowing nothing about Forex, nothing about investing, him just learning, seeing me every day, plugging in. So he said, Mommy, I'm going to try this. And so with the amazing training of you and your husband, I invested $200 into Jay, and he was able to plug in. He was able to be coachable, follow you, follow logic. And he just applied himself. And he was able to take $200 to $25,000 in 45 days. Now, past profits don't guarantee future outcomes, but for a young man who didn't know anything about investment, Forex, anything, to be able to do that in a short period of time just showed that the tools and the resources really do work. And then he was able to take that $25,000 to over $50,000 in 60 days. And so that's amazing. So kudos to you, Dr. China, and Logic for being his mentors, for him to be able to plug in, and follow your rules, be coachable, and just, follow the plan, follow the blueprint.
Wow.
So thank you.
I'm just telling you right now, I get so excited about what we have on the table. It's amazing. It's helping so many people level up and win. Evelyn, congratulations on just being a woman to put your son in a position to really win and to really level up with what we have right now. So guys, we give you a whole trading plan that shows you how to grow your money 10% a day. It's off the chain. It is absolutely super duper sexy and amazing. And it works as a guide to help you along the way to know what your goals should be day by day. And it's exclusive inside of our community. So what does it take to get started with us, right? I'm sure by now you're wondering. We focus on DCX all night tonight. So we're going to continue with that mode. So guys, I know you spent tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars in your traditional education, and you probably are still not in a position to make $200,000 to $25,000 or $50,000 in a couple of months. Most people don't even see $50,000 for a year. So could you imagine from your phone, not that this is going to happen for you and it's going to be your exact experience, but do you even have the potential in your job to do this? But you still have to get a degree for it, right? Our education, the goal is for it to be affordable. So $234 is what you pay one time. right? We're on a 28-day cycle. So what that means is, so that you don't have to pay $3,000-$4,000 up front, we've broken down your payments monthly because this is for you. We want to make sure that everybody could afford to participate. So you pay $234 one time, $174 a month for this elite education experience. Now, I'm not talking about the elite package. I'm just talking about the state-of-the-art back office, the apps that you download to your phone like SwipeCoin, having access to that SwipeCoin Scalper that you just heard Evelyn talk about, having access to the Rich University community for $234 one time and $174 a month. Guys, if you just listen to Carl's testimony of being able to make $150 or whatever he made in 2 minutes, if you're questioning whether or not you could afford that monthly subscription, then just get our scholarship. We offer you a scholarship where it waives your monthly subscription, but bottom line, nobody should walk away from this conversation not getting involved. So I'm excited that we've made it affordable, but I would be remiss to not show you our elite package. This is my favorite package. Why? Tonight's conversation has been about DCX. What is DCX? It's Digital Currency Academy. But we have an elite package because we also provide Foreign Exchange Academy, the High Frequency Academy, and also the ECX Academy. And when you have access to these 3 money market academies, we put you in a position to really save a lot of money. So if you're thinking, I want to learn DCX and cryptocurrency and more about Bitcoin, but I would also like to incorporate Forex with it, or I want to have access to binary options, then guys, for less than $100 for $324, you have an opportunity to get all 3 academies today because it's on discount. Normally it's $984.30, that's the value, but you get to save $659.36. Your monthly subscription is only $274, but guess what this does? It puts you in a position to have access to all of these add-on products that you normally would have to pay for when you have access to the elite package. So the elite package is my favorite by far. It is absolutely amazing. And by now, I know you're ready. You're like, listen, say no more. What do I do next? It's very simple. You get the link of the person that invited you to the call. You let them know what you like most about what you heard. And you get started. It's just that simple. You tell them, listen, I may still have questions that I can't articulate, but what I'm clear on is I can't afford to miss out. And because you can't afford to miss out on this conversation nor this wealth transfer, you need to get their link now because they're going to give you immediate access inside of our community. That's the only way that you get in. So with that being said, wherever you're watching this at, get back with that person. You might be watching on YouTube, Facebook, behind the scenes, Instagram. It doesn't matter. You need to take action now. One of the things that we talked about in the beginning of this call is how to become an action taker so that you're not missing out. Get out of your head and get into your bag. Start making decisions that's going to serve you, serve your family, and help you to win and win big. So with that being said, get back with the person that invited you to the call. Let them know what you like most about what you heard. And bottom line, just get started. So with that being said, thank you so much for being on with us tonight. I'm super duper excited to welcome you to the Rich University family. I'm excited for the decision makers that's on the line. We want to get your pictures. We want to welcome you in, make it official, put your badge on you so that you can get ready to get these bags and get paid on the inside. So I love you guys. Thanks so much for being on. We will see you soon. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing ECX Academy. So make sure that you come back for the ECX Academy if you want to learn more about drop shipping, Shopify. Listen, if there's a way that you can make money online, chances are we have an educational platform to teach you how, and we make it fun, exciting, and affordable. So thank you so much for being on with us. God bless you all and have a good night. Bye for now.
Thank you, Dr. China. God bless.
You're welcome. God bless you.
Bitcoin, baby.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin, baby. Call me Bitcoin, mommy. You know where to find me. Somewhere on the internet. The streets can never find me. Bitcoin, mommy. You know where to find me. Somewhere on the internet. The streets can never find me. Till I'm first, baby. Get 'em, girl. 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 Yeah. Get 'em, boy.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for being on. God bless you. Have a phenomenal night. Bye. All right, Facebook and YouTube. I love you guys. Be blessed. Get back with whoever invited you and just get in. What are you waiting for? Get in. Get in now. It's winning season. I'm so proud. When Bitcoin hits 60,000, you could be up too. All right. God bless y'all. Bye.